kind of freak burritos have you been feeding this guy?
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Dark of the Moon Megatron. Well, actually, I'm not going to be reviewing this Dark of the Moon Megatron because I've already reviewed this toy. What I'm actually going to be reviewing is this Dark of the Moon Megatron. Yes, this is the knockoff, oversized Dark of the Moon Megatron, and already here is your first size comparison. Here is the original Voyager toy, and here is the giant oversized knockoff. And as you can see, it is massive compared to this. This looks like a little Matchbox car compared to this. But I will say, this toy, for being a knockoff, is surprisingly good. I was pleasantly surprised when I took this guy out and started messing with him. I will say that they basically reproduced the Voyager mold almost exactly. I mean, there are very little differences between the original version of the mold and this blown-up version of the mold. You know, see the little rust paint apps are even in the same spots here. Take this one off. You can see, like right here up top with the Mech-Tech Weapon, this little rust spot there. They reproduced that there. There are a few differences, like on this version, it says Mech on the grill, whereas with this version they left it blank. I'm sure so they wouldn't get in trouble. So there's no Mech. Up top here, the Mech-Tech port does have this little spring-loaded latch here to cover up the port when you remove the Mech-Tech Weapon. This does not have that. It's just an open port right there. There is a difference with the Mech-Tech Weapon itself, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, basically everything has been reproduced. It's amazing. Like even these little rough patches right here that you see throughout the toy. I mean, those are even replicated here. I mean, it's, you know, the paint apps are pretty much the same. There's not really a lot of difference between this version and this oversized knockoff. So there you have that. And for another comparison, here he is with the Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Optimus Prime mold. And you can see he is still quite a bit bigger than Optimus Prime. So in vehicle mode, still doesn't scale quite perfectly with Prime, but just you can get a sense of just how big this guy is. There you go. So there you have that. And it does roll quite nicely. All the wheels roll very nice and smoothly. And yeah, this thing is just, it's big and beefy and big and beefy. I mean, it has some substantial weight to it. And of course it does have the big tarp here on the back, and even that's pretty much replicated to the T here. I mean, even like all the little rips are the same shapes and in the same spots, and little straps and whatnot are basically, you know, molded pretty much the exact same way. So it also has a little hood piece, you know, tucked in there. So yeah, everything basically reproduced on this toy. Very, very cool. Again, I was very, very pleasantly surprised when I took this out and started messing with it. It's just, I really do like it. Now, of course, we'll just take this off. He does have the Mech-Tech Weapon, so you can just take this and pop it off. And it does have the little flip-down handle right here, and it does work the exact same way. You just push on the ladder, and you get the little spring-loaded little claw fusion cannon gimmick, and it works just like the original. Extends to that cannon. The only difference is it doesn't lock. That's the only difference with this, is that it doesn't lock, but it has all the same details. Like I said, the paint apps are even the same. The only difference is it doesn't have that locking mechanism. Like here is the Voyager version. And when you open this up, you can turn the ladder and that locks it in place. Unfortunately, that is not something they replicated on this. Unfortunately, once you let go of the ladder, it closes right back up. So, but still has that same Mech-Tech feature. And that's pretty cool. And of course, you can take it and plug it up top here if you want and have it look ridiculous. Just like it does on the Voyager. Hey! So you can replicate the ridiculousness. That's right. So, there you go. Now, another thing that is included in the box when you buy this toy is you get an even bigger Mech-Tech Weapon. So, here's the one that goes with the toy, and here's an even bigger one. Why they included this, I do not know. But again, it does have the same functionality. It does have that same flip-down handle. You can take this and plug it onto the top of the cab if you want to make it look even more ridiculous. Why not? Dare I say why not? And again, it has the same functionality. You push on the ladder and boom. You have a giant Mech-Tech Weapon. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like actually get this on camera here, but you know, again, it has the same functionality. Again, the only thing it doesn't have is the locking mechanism, so you can't actually lock it out. That's the only thing I don't like, because you can't lock it out like you can with the original version of the mold, but yeah. My only guess as to why they included this is maybe so you can use this as like a role-play toy, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know, but you know, you have it. It's there. It's there if you want it. So that is included when you buy this toy. So yeah, again, pretty cool. And like I said, you know, basically everything, all the molding on it, all the detail has been reproduced almost exactly. So pretty cool that they even replicated the Mech-Tech Weapon. Oops. Again, the only thing I wished is that they actually had the locking mechanism, but the way around that is that this is the little clear rubber band that actually came wrapped around this when it was shipped. So what I do is I just open that up and then I just wrap this around like that. And voila, holds it open. So that's my way around that little flaw. But hey, it's an option, and I use it for display this way. So there you have that. We'll put that off to the side. And now I guess the only thing to do is get down to the transformation. Oh, one thing I did want to mention too is just like the Voyager, it actually does have the little turning aspect to it right here. It does have that little joint to give the illusion of an actual turning axis there. So again, another feature from the Voyager that was reproduced on the knockoff. But now that we're done showing off all of that, let's just get down to transformation. Transformation for this guy is exactly the same as the Voyager. So we'll just get in here. This is going to be fun to do. Transforming big figures like this on camera can be a bit of a pain, but we will persevere. Take these panels here, these side panels, and open them up. These are a bit hard. Come on. There we go. You want to take these side panels here, open them up, flip them to the back. Pop that open, flip that to the back. Then you want to split this whole back assembly here, like so. You're going to take this bit right here, bring that up and out of the way. You're going to take this section right here, bring it forward and down, just like that. Going to take the robot mode foot and bring that around like that. And then bring this down on this hinge right here, and that will tab in right in there. And again, if you already have the Voyager mold, then you know how to transform this toy. Because there's really nothing different going on here. Bring that down. Put down the foot. Put that up. And just tab that in. Like that. Rotate at the knee. Like that. And this is where he's going to start getting really, really tall. Because he's a big boy. He's a big Megs. He's been eating his Wheaties. Alrighty. So what are we doing? Now we're going to take the legs and we're going to bring them down on this double joint. I pushed that button by accident. Saving that for last. He does have lights and sounds. Oddly enough. Weird lights and sounds, but lights and sounds. But anyway, you're going to bring the hips down right there. Take this little crotch piece, bring it up, tap it in. And then you're going to take the smokestacks here, flip them up. You're going to take the arms. So this is where I have to start implementing the tripod extension, and by extension I mean I'm just going to stand this on a box. I knew I was going to have to do this eventually, and this is where I'm actually going to have to stand up for the rest of the review here. There's no more sitting down on the job. Alright, so now take the arms, untab them, bring them forward. We can rotate this whole assembly right here, and then we're going to come right here and bring this, untab this bottom section here of the bumper, get that out of the way, and then we're going to separate all this right here, and we're going to bring these up like that, and then you're going to split the shoulders down. This one likes to pop off. It just pops off of the ball joint, but that's an easy fix. That's just a little floor polish. Take the shoulders, bring them down. These are some tight joints right here. Bring them down like that. Pop this back on. Like that. And then we bring the arms down. We rotate them so the elbows are oriented properly. Flip down the hand. And just take this little shoulder piece right here, and you just rotate it, and this will hook in to a little slot right there, just like that. Second vest, same as the first, just rotate the arm, bring the hand down, rotate this piece around, and hook that in right there. Once you've got that all done, you're going to take this section right here, bring it back to give clearance for the head. You're going to bring this assembly down, bring this up, bring this in, just accordion all that in. And this part can be a bit of a pain, a little bit of a clearance issue here. But once you get it, come on, you can do it. Come on. Yeah, a little bit of a clearance issue right here, but come on, you can do it. But again, it's a knockoff. You can't expect perfection unless the head is not up. I think it was doing that because the head wasn't all the way up. There we go. You have to make sure the head is all the way up. That was keeping it from going in. And once you do that, just close the back up. And then you take the little chest pieces here, you untab that. Again, these tab in very tightly. And you just raise them up like so. These are a little floppy. But again, he does have some loose parts, but it's nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of floor polish. It's nothing that can't be tightened back up, so. And I think, one thing we forgot to do here is take these wheels behind his legs and just push them in. And I think we're done. Yes, we're done. And there you go. There you have the oversized knockoff Megs in his robot mode. And as you can see, he's a big boy. He is a very, very big boy. I'm getting close here. That beautiful noggin of his. And you can see he does still have that very, very nice light piping. So it messed up eye glows nice and well. The head sculpt is pretty nicely done. Pretty well reproduced. He's got a little bit of silver here. A little bit of silver on the mouth. The Voyager does have a bit more silver painted in here. They only seem to paint in a little bit. But, all in all, though, this thing is actually quite impressive. I mean, he's basically, he's the Dark of the Moon Megs. I mean, pretty much reproduced exactly. It's just, like I said, I was so pleasantly surprised when I took this guy out of the box and started messing with him. He's very, very cool. Now, articulation-wise, same articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so you get some wiggly, waggly room. His arms can do a full 360, but you know, stuff kind of gets in the way. Arms, they can go in and out with this joint right here. You do have your rotation right here. He does have an elbow joint right here as well as a joint right here. So it basically has double jointed elbows. Again, the bicep swivel. Arms can move in and out. He does have that swivel up top. Legs can go forward. They can go back, in and out. You do get that swivel at the knee. You get more than 90 degrees there of movement at the knee. And you can wiggle his feet. You can wiggle his toes. So, same articulation as the Voyager. And again, these are a bit loose, but and this shoulder is also a little bit loose. But that could just be a case of just maybe tightening up these screws here, or again, just working in some floor polish. Again, nothing that really can't be fixed easily. For being a knockoff, you would expect this to just be a floppy mess, but it's really not. He doesn't really have a lot of flop to him. There are a couple panels, like, oop, bumped the camera, sorry. Like these little panels where, they're floppy, but they're nothing important. All in all, though, it's actually a very good quality knockoff here. Now, of course, you can take his Mech-Tech Weapon. He does have the ports on either forearm here, so you can just take the Mech-Tech Weapon here. You can plug it onto his forearm. Now, of course, this arm is on the loose side, so we can't actually hold it up, but it's there. And of course, you can take the tarp here and just rotate out the hood piece right there, and this works exactly as it does on the Voyager. There is a slot right up here, and you just take this and just plug it in like that, and just work that over his shoulder, just like with the Voyager, and there you go. Now he's got his hood on. So, let's pull this back now so you can get the full effect. So, yeah, this is pretty cool, I will say. Now, for comparison, so here he is with the Revenge of the Fallen Dark of the Moon Leader Prime. Move this over here. So you can see way bigger than leader class. So yeah. he's a big boy. And just for another comparison here he is with Feral Rex. Again, so you can get a sense of just how big this guy is. There he is with Feral Rex. Let's get him out of the way. Just for the heck of it, here he is with Metroplex. You can see how he scales with Metroplex. There you have that. Come here, big boy. Whoa! Hit the lights. And of course, here he is with the original Voyager, Dark of the Moon, Megatron. Precious! Oh, so precious! Oh, man. So, yeah. But again, pretty much everything replicated on this guy from the Voyager. Like, all the molding here is all there. I mean, you know, the white paint apps here on the thighs are here. I mean, it's amazing how they pretty much replicated this exactly. Very, very cool. Now, I did mention before that he does have lights and sounds. This is what makes this toy hilarious. I need to take this off just so you can see the lights better. Let's put this off to the side for now. Let me take this off because this is actually weighing him down a bit. So I'll put this off to the side. Now there is a button right back here. And when you push this button, his eyes will light up and he'll make some interesting noises. So where's the button? There we go. So we'll push it and you get some little laser gun sound effects. Some more laser gun sound effects. That's not a bad one. His phone starts ringing. I don't know.
Let's go, Rangers!
I think he's saying "Let's go Rangers" or something. I don't. Did they put a Power Ranger chip in here? I don't know. It sounds like he's saying "Let's go Rangers." I don't know. But push it again. It's like a sword slashing sound effect. It's like a train bell or something. I don't know. And then you're back to the missile firing sounds. Like, honestly, I love the lights. I love the way it lights all that up. I want to see if I can find a way to just disable the speaker just so I can just have the lights and not the noises, because that's really, I mean, that's okay. I don't know what I don't know, but so that's what makes the toy kind of silly. Let me plug all this back on him now, just for final thoughts here. But yeah, all in all though, this thing is actually quite cool and quite fun. You know, I've said it many times already. I was pleasantly surprised with this figure. You know, yes, it's a knockoff, but it's a surprisingly good quality knockoff. I mean, it doesn't really feel cheap or flimsy in any way. I mean, this guy has some heft to him. He has some beef to him. And for a knockoff, he's a nice knockoff, I will say. And it's really cool to have just a big Megs on the shelf. The only real major disappointment I have about this figure is that I don't have a Shockwave this size to go with him. It's the only thing I hate about this toy. The only thing. Other than that, really cool. I got this off of, what was the name of the website? Sir Toys, I believe is the name of the website where I bought this. And granted, it's not a cheap knockoff. It will cost you a bit, but I think it's totally worth it. I think it's really, really cool. So if you want a gigantic Megatron on your shelf, this is definitely the way to go. Again, pretty good quality knockoff. It's not bad at all. It does have some loose parts here and there, but it's nothing that can't be easily fixed. And all around, I'm really happy with it. I think it's really, really cool. So if you want one, by all means, pick one up. Like I said, I believe the name of the site is sirtoys.com. So, or dot something. I forget if it is an import, so I forget if it's like .jp or something. You can just Google Sir Toys. I'm sure it'll pop up. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. And they just recently got an oversized Age of Extinction leader Grimlock, and I have that on the way, so I'll be showing that off at some point too. So yeah, they need to get on making a shockwave this size. They better do it. They better. That's all I'm gonna say. But I think that's pretty much it for this guy. So don't forget, I'm sorry, I'm just having way too much fun with this. So remember to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the knockoff, oversized Dark of the Moon Megatron. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Somebody get me a really big burrito!
So, Megs.
Yeah?
Do you have anything you'd like to share?
No, not necessarily. Why?
Though, I don't know. Just wondering when you were planning on telling me about that, giant statue of yourself you have standing there.
What? Oh, that! I totally forgot about it. Yeah, I had the Constructicons make that for me.
And you decided to put it right in our living room.
Yeah,
And exactly how long do you plan on keeping this here?
forever.
And there's nothing I can do to change your mind, is there?
Nope.
Man, I need to get out of this place.
I would say go ahead, but the statue is blocking the door, so we're basically stuck here. But doesn't it look great? It really captures my evil glow.